First half, great. Second half, not that hot. You got that? Now let's go. In this episode of Monster Musume, we get an introduction to the Monster Law, and the Monster Law is this squad full of non-human girls that combat and they fight crime against non-human species, because non-human species that want to commit crimes, they've probably found a loophole saying, you know, oh, you humans can't hurt us, remember? And they thought that they could get away because you have these orcs trying to rob, of all things, a doujin shop. Of all things, they wanted to change the scenarios of whatever happened in the doujin. I'm here thinking that, but you realize the manga, that's up to the mangaka, right? You should probably go to a mangaka that has good art and convince him to actually make that story. And they should probably open their eyes and realize that there are a lot of scenarios there. You have the Monster Law, and it consists of about four people in the squad: Monica, Ogre, Zombina, and Doppel. Doppel, she is a doppelganger. She can morph into basically any type of person that she wants. Monaco, she has one eye. Then you have Ogre, who she has this type of armor, and she's able to pummel anybody in her path. Lastly, you have Zombina, who is a zombie. A full-scale zombie. Before we get later into this, Monster Musume has been uncensored. They're going to give it on the Blu-ray. Unzip your shirts. When you look at the DVDs that's been shown them, they stopped the orc and it was actually really brilliant. You know, you had all of them with their type of skills, and it was a really good scene. Now let's get into the second half. We get introduced to a main character of the harem called Ragnera, and she's been in the openings. We saw her, so we already know she was going to come, and plus also from the last episode as well, I got mad hyped and the hype was completely killed. Ragnera, she is that type of archetype that I just hate. I do not like these type of archetypes. I'll explain. You know, it probably wouldn't have affected me if this was like one of the few harems that I've ever watched. Before I started hating harems, I watched a lot of them. I'm not hating on Ragnera. I'm trying to say is that her archetype is that she tries to be a cold-blooded and sort of have that elitist/sadist attitude. It might just be the voice actor, or it might just be the way she acts. I just never liked that. Ragnera, she's been abducting these types of this human that actually tried to come to her to the house she was living, and she suffocated him and I guess killed him because the guy was coming after her because her original host family didn't want her and basically discriminated against her. And this is where it pops in, where I didn't like the archetype. The thing is that she only meets these individuals of humans that don't like her. Notice, she didn't see anybody else. All of a sudden, she hates humans. This group of humans did not like her, a small minority, and then, boom, she wants to do something bad to inflict harm. So, you know, they have the type of, oh yeah, you'll get to know how it feels. This is why I don't like humans. It's the one thing I liked about Ragnera. She took whatever Karusu was trying to say lightly. She wasn't like all the other girls where she blushed instantly and said, oh my gosh, I'm in love with this guy, let me live with him. Now she did agree to live with him, and then they played the opening at the end. With all the exposition showing, it was really obvious that Ragnera was going to join the harem because almost every main character girl, besides the Monster Law, is like living in the house. This was an okay episode. Didn't really like the second half, mainly because of Ragnera. You guys can bash me all you want, and she's not the best girl. Miia is. I'm still on that Miia hype train. Anyways, that's about it for me today. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you guys like my review, be sure to subscribe if you're new, and like the video if you liked it. And until we meet again, see ya.